Carroll O'Connor, born John Carroll O'Connor on August 2nd, 1924, in the Bronx, New York, grew up in a working-class Irish-American household where storytelling, discipline, and resilience shaped everyday life. His childhood was deeply influenced by the hardships of the Great Depression, which gave him an early understanding of struggle, dignity, and social inequality, themes that would later echo through his most famous roles. He attended Wake Forest University and later the University of Montana before his education was interrupted by service in the United States Merchant Marine during World War II. That experience exposed him to the realities of global conflict and the emotional complexity of ordinary people under pressure. After the war, he returned to academics and earned a degree in English, developing a strong appreciation for literature and language. He initially pursued teaching, but his fascination with human behavior and performance gradually pulled him toward acting. A formative period in Ireland, where he studied at University College Dublin and participated in stage productions, helped refine his theatrical instincts. These early experiences created a foundation for his later success, shaping him into an actor who could portray both humor and gravity with equal conviction and emotional depth. Path to acting and early career. Before becoming a household name, O'Connor spent years building his craft through steady, often unglamorous work in theater, television, and film. Returning to the United States in the 1960s, he appeared in a variety of supporting roles that showcased his versatility. Films like Cleopatra, 1963, What Did You Do in the War, Daddy, 1966, and Point Blank, 1967, demonstrated his ability to shift between drama and comedy with ease. Although he was not yet a leading star, directors and casting agents recognized his commanding presence and emotional authenticity. He often played authority figures or working-class characters, roles that suited his grounded personality and sharp understanding of human conflict. Television guest appearances also helped him gain visibility during this period, allowing him to refine his timing and screen presence. Despite consistent work, widespread recognition remained elusive, and O'Connor often faced the uncertainty common to many working actors of the era. Yet this period of persistence proved essential. It gave him the patience, discipline, and emotional range that would later define his most iconic performance. These formative years were less about fame and more about craft, shaping him into a performer capable of carrying one of television's most complex and influential characters. Breakthrough with All in the Family, O'Connor's defining moment came in 1971 with the premiere of All in the Family, a groundbreaking sitcom that changed the landscape of American television. Cast as Archie Bunker, a working-class man from Queens with blunt opinions and deeply ingrained biases, O'Connor was tasked with portraying a character that could easily have become a stereotype. Instead, he transformed Archie into a layered, human figure, flawed, contradictory, sometimes offensive, but also vulnerable and oddly relatable. The show tackled issues such as race, politics, gender roles, and generational conflict at a time when television rarely addressed such topics directly. O'Connor's performance was central to the show's impact, balancing humor with emotional realism in a way that kept audiences both laughing and thinking. His portrayal earned him multiple Emmy Awards and widespread critical acclaim. More importantly, it helped redefine what sitcoms could achieve, turning them into platforms for cultural reflection. All in the Family became a phenomenon not just because of its writing, but because O'Connor gave Archie Bunker a human complexity that forced viewers to confront their own assumptions and biases. Behind the icon, Archie Bunker. While Archie Bunker became one of television's most recognizable characters, O'Connor was careful about separating himself from the role. He often emphasized that Archie was not a personal reflection, but a character built to expose social contradictions. Playing such a controversial figure came with challenges, as audiences frequently blurred the line between actor and role. O'Connor, however, embraced the complexity, understanding that Archie's flaws were essential to the show's commentary. Off camera, he was known for his professionalism and strong opinions about acting as a craft. He believed in discipline, honesty, and emotional truth in performance, even when dealing with difficult subject matter. The intensity he brought to the role sometimes led to friction on set, particularly during emotionally charged scenes. However, those tensions were often part of the creative process, contributing to the raw authenticity of the series. O'Connor's commitment ensured that Archie never became a simple caricature, but rather a reflection of real societal attitudes. This balance between satire and sincerity is what made the performance endure, allowing audiences to engage with uncomfortable truths through humor and storytelling. Personal life and family journey. Beyond his career, O'Connor's personal life was marked by deep devotion and profound hardship. He married Nancy Fields, and together they adopted a son, Hugh, in 1962, while O'Connor was working on Cleopatra in Rome. The adoption held special emotional significance, as it came shortly after the loss of O'Connor's brother, and symbolized renewal and healing for the family. Hugh became an important part of O'Connor's life, and the actor made efforts to include him in his professional world, even creating opportunities for him within television production environments. However, Hugh later struggled with addiction, a challenge that deeply affected the family. O'Connor eventually used his public platform to raise awareness about substance abuse and support prevention initiatives. This advocacy work reflected his belief in using personal pain to help others. Despite professional success, these personal experiences shaped O'Connor in lasting ways, grounding him in empathy and reinforcing his sense of responsibility beyond entertainment. His family life, with its moments of joy and tragedy, remained central to his identity throughout his career. Professional environment and set dynamics. Working on All in the Family placed O'Connor in an intense creative environment where strong personalities frequently collided. The show's subject matter demanded emotional honesty and often sparked passionate debate among cast members. O'Connor, who took his craft very seriously, sometimes found himself in disagreement with colleagues over interpretation and performance style. These tensions were not unusual in a groundbreaking production that constantly pushed boundaries. While there were moments of friction, they also reflected the creative energy that made the show successful. O'Connor believed in maintaining authenticity in every scene, even when it required difficult conversations or conflicting viewpoints. The set became a space where humor and seriousness coexisted, and where artistic differences often fueled stronger performances. Rather than diminishing the show, these dynamics contributed to its realism and cultural impact. O'Connor's leadership on set was shaped by his belief that comedy could carry serious meaning, and that honesty in performance mattered more than personal comfort. This philosophy defined much of the show's behind-the-scenes environment. Creative differences with Rob Reiner. One of the most discussed aspects of O'Connor's time on All in the Family was his complicated working relationship with Rob Reiner, who played Michael "Meathead" Stivic. While the two shared strong on-screen chemistry, their off-screen dynamic was marked by creative tension and differing artistic perspectives. O'Connor, a disciplined traditional actor, often viewed Reiner's approach as more ideological and interpretive, which led to friction during rehearsals and filming. Reiner, on the other hand, represented a younger, more socially progressive voice, which sometimes clashed with O'Connor's established method of character immersion. Over time, these differences created strain, with both actors occasionally expressing frustration about the other's approach to scenes. However, it is important to note that such tensions are not uncommon in ensemble casts dealing with politically charged material. Despite personal differences, both contributed significantly to the show's success, and their interactions helped bring depth to the father-son dynamic that defined much of the series' emotional core. The complexity of their relationship ultimately reflected the broader generational divide the show sought to explore. Legacy, later years, and lasting impact. Carroll O'Connor continued to evolve as an actor in later years, most notably with his role as Chief Bill Gillespie in the Heat of the Night, where he portrayed a more reflective and compassionate character. This role allowed him to explore themes of justice, change, and understanding in a different social context. Beyond acting, he remained active in advocacy work, particularly in raising awareness about addiction following his son's death. His commitment to public service added depth to his legacy, showing a man who transformed personal grief into meaningful action. O'Connor passed away on June 21, 2001, leaving behind a body of work that reshaped American television. His portrayal of Archie Bunker remains one of the most influential performances in TV history, not because it offered comfort, but because it challenged audiences to think critically about society. Today, his legacy is remembered not only for his talent but for his willingness to engage with difficult truths through storytelling.